Now, if I were a man and another man tried to do this to me, I would do everything I could to make sure that pistol dueling was made legal again in Congress. A. And B, I would exercise every constitutional right available prior to 2016 in Texas, at least. But if you're a lady and you're concerned about this, then there might be something that can help avail you. First of all, don't give in to any of this pressure to relent and try to find a way to get on drugs or engage in some sort of camp theater in order to play into the masquerade that you're going to tolerate this and somehow placate those people that depreciate the conversation with you just because you refuse to play along. I have good news for you. Now, this is a secret. Not a lot of people know it. And if they know it, they're not going to admit it, but I will. We're coming up in 4 years, between now and 4 years from now. Very, very important things are happening. First of all, as you may well know, there's a lot of people right now that are trying to dump their stock and are trying to get government assistance because of COVID that have big time loan calls coming up in the next couple of years. So what they're doing now that I understand is they're trying to use their dividend payments and their executive compensation packages to squirrel away a little bit of money here and there so that they can find a way to leverage whatever happens right now as a way to try to deal with those accruing liabilities in these loans that are going to be coming due. Because if they're not making money and they're not making profits now, what are they going to do about these loans when they start coming due? I've been trying for years to get someone to help me with refinancing or recharacterizing fraudulently engaged contracts concerning loans and other obligations. Nobody will even give me a call back. But these people think they got some leverage. They might. But here's the dirty little secret they don't want you to know is that it's also coming up on 100 years, the centennial of a very, very, very important matter in the history of the Texas insurance sector. See, they had a big time commission connected to overhauling the insurance policy in Texas right around the time they started what I call the Lady Ferguson bond racket. And guess what? It's absolutely 100% connected to bonds, and it's absolutely 100% connected to ladies. See, they made some changes to the homestead laws and they made some changes to the characterizations of entitlements concerning homes and homestead laws and other kinds of propertied assets in Texas during the time they had this commission. And the centennial anniversary is coming up right about now and will be coming in full force in 2024. And so now is the time to be understanding that because what's going to happen is there is planned to be, just like there has been in the past, I've been following these trends for years. There's going to be a period where certain things are going to be looking very lucrative. Things are going to start to pick up, and then things are going to start to be good investments. But they have already planned after a certain amount of time, and I'm saying about 60 days after they hit the sweet spot, all of a sudden it's going to get trashed. And I think and I know that part of what they're trying to do is they're trying to run it on you. They're trying to run it specifically on the women. They're trying to get our small businesses all consolidated right now. They're trying to get us into the next stage of keeping quiet about those little hush up moments, helping to get their people in cyber insurance all set up in the good parts of the industry they need to get set up in. And then they're hoping to get you into it while you have this opportunity. But they have a plan to hit that market. And all those things they're going to be investing you and your business in are going to intentionally take a dive. They've already planned to have it take a dive so that then they can start selling you and whatever they've got you to agree to give them through this process on the cheap. Now, they've already done a couple of these little things on a little level recently. But I'm talking big. Just like they're consolidating everything into COVID, everything. And you can see it, and I've been tracking it myself. Fortunately, I haven't taken out any COVID small business assistance loans. But it's not just about the money. They're going to take your efforts to apply for things. They're going to take these agreements you may have to sign for use agreements. And unless we keep vigilant, and unless we keep letting them know, if you engage me in fraud, I'm not honoring that contract, and you're not going to get to flip it through the Board of Exchange. Understand? They do not get to use your agreements as derivatives without an explicit agreement giving them permission to do it. Not just because they've done it for years and gotten away with it because they pretend you're too stupid to know what it is, doesn't mean it's legal, and it doesn't mean they're going to get away with it this time around. So I'm just letting you know. We got the next 4 years are going to be a very, very important time. Don't go out buying a bunch of stockings and a bunch of petticoats and getting yourself all gussied up so they can take pictures and put you at the top of the masthead when they got all that death commerce at the bottom because they got a thing for minerals down here, right? They're planning to set us up. They're planning to lure us in. And it's one of these things where the pandemic's one thing, but then we have an opportunity. They'll do that thing. Well, you got an opportunity now. You got an opportunity now. And you know they're going to get us all together. See, that's the thing. They'll give venture capital to the men. But they did something special with the CARES Act, if you read it. They took away the matching funds for women businesses. Why would they remove the requirements or put an exception to the requirements concerning matching funds, public and private? You don't have to match public and private when it's a woman-owned business. Why? Are they planning to make us the public obligation?